Krishna, welcome to Bhaktivedanta Swami Goshala. My name is Bhaktunda Vila. Today we will speak with the head of the Goshala, Sanak Sanatan Prabhu, and we will take you around. So let's start from the beginning. How did everything start? Was Srila Prabhupada involved in the beginning of this Goshala?
Yeah, in the beginning, Srila Prabhupada desired to have some milk for the deities, and one devotee sold his wristwatch and he acquired 2 cows from the market in Govardhan, and they brought them in the temple. They tied them up right next to Srila Prabhupada, where is now Srila Prabhupada Samadhi and the welcome center in the Parigrama Mark. They made a little shed and kept the cows there. Then later on, one Mr. Taparia donated the Taparia house, that is in the Lilamrita also. And then Srila Prabhupada said the Goshala and some of the Grihastas, they should stay in the Taparia house. So this is, then later on we acquired this big property from one Baba. Babaji, he was having this property. So now this is Goshala land and the Bhaktivedanta Swami Goshala.
Okay, and what is so special about this land?
Well, the area is Raman Reti. So Raman Reti means holy dust. It is a holy dust where Krishna and Balaram used to have their pastimes. We see most of the other surrounding areas, their bagichas, their gardens, for particular, this I think Sriji Bagicha, that's for the Sriji temple, Radharaman Bagicha. So different gardens are there which were serving different temples downtown.
So now we can go inside.
Hare Krishna.
So now we will see the cows. Come with us. Hare Krishna. So now please tell us about what kind of cows we have here in the Goshala, what kind of breeds we have.
Yeah, since we're in India, there's 2 different kinds. There's basically 2 different kinds of. You have Bos. Bos is for cow, Latin, and then you have Bos Indicus and Bos Taurus. So Bos Taurus would be the cows in the west, Holstein, Friesian, Swiss Brown, and something like that. And this is Bos Indicus. And we have 2 different types of breed. We have the red color ones. These are Sahiwal. They're from Sindhi and Pakistan side. They're desert animals. They're very tough animals. And the other one are Tarpaka. They're from Rajasthan side. They're also desert animals. They're very suited to the climate, and they're very tough animals which are easy to keep.
So they are very good in this climate, Vrindavan climate, yeah?
Yeah, for this Vrindavan climate, they're perfectly suited. Tarpaka is a dual breed, and Sahiwal is a milch breed. You have draft breed, you have dual breed, and you have milch breed. So as the name says, draft breed, the bulls are very strong, the milk is less. Dual is good bulls and good milk. And milch breed means there's a lot of milk to be have, and the bulls are not so strong for working.
Okay. Now we can see why the cows are in different, there are different groups of cows. So we will see now how are they grouped here. So for example, these cows, can you tell us more about these cows?
Yeah, these are female cows. They're called heifers. That means they have not had a baby yet. They're not calves anymore, but they're also not full cows. A cow would be really when they have gotten a baby. So these are heifers here.
So how old are they?
That starts from 2-3 years to 4-5 years in that range.
And when do they become mothers?
Technically, they can from 3.5, 4 years onward, but usually this wait until the cow is nice and strong, 4.5, 5 years, then she can get a baby. That again takes 9 months. So.
Tell us more about the cows here. What kind of cows we have in this shed?
Yeah, this is a mixture. These are milking cows, which are right now milking, and cows which are again maybe be milking when they get pregnant. So we have about 25 milking cows, and the others we could say they are on standby. So some of them which are good milkers, when they come in heat, then they will get impregnated, and then they will be after 9 months when the calf has come added to the milking division.
So how long do they give milk, the cows?
If you're in a professional dairy farm, they usually milk them for 9 months to 1 year, and then they make them pregnant again. We try to milk them out until at least 2 years or even beyond that. As long as they give 2 or more liters milk, we keep milking them.
And how much milk do you collect every day?
We send around 100 liters to the deities, and some 30, 40 liters go here and there.
Okay, now we can see the calves. So now we are in the shed where mother cows usually come to eat, and this cow just gave birth to this calf. So can you tell us more about this cow and her calf?
This cow's name is Surangi, and 2 days ago she has given birth. She is Sahiwal breed, and you see she has a big udder full of milk, and the calf is ready to drink. And this is very nice. In the first 2 weeks we keep the calf as a cow, so he can drink to his full satisfaction.
So now the cow is very protective also of the calf, right? It's not so easy to come to her and the calf the first days. Is that true?
Yeah, this is a very peaceful cow, but naturally mothers are protective of their children, so it's a natural instinct. If you too much come to the calf or do something, she might get upset.
So maybe could you show us how we can brush the cow, and what does it mean why the cow has tail raised also?
No, if the cows are very happy and they're frolicking and jumping around, then the tail will lift up. So normally the cows very much like it if you pet them on their dewlap. Then they very much like it if you pet them behind their ears and their horns where they can reach. And you find some cows who really like it if you put the finger in their ears because they cannot reach there themselves.
Can you show us how to do it?
I'm not sure if she's right now, this calf will be liking that. But you see, you can pet her here behind the ear. And then you see how she likes that? Immediately the whole ear is coming up. She loves that so much. Inside, you pet her and you pet her down at the dewlap.
So now tell us more about the calves. Yeah. So I noticed that in the beginning they stay together with their mothers, and after some time they go to stay with their friends. So when does that happen?
No, after 2-3 weeks, when they're bigger, then we separate them. Only in milking time they get one, depend on how much milk the cow gives. They get 1 or 2 of the nipples on the udder. And then they're kept in here. So in milking time they will be shown to the mother, so that with affection she naturally lets her milk down, and it is easy to milk her out. So as long as they have a mother which gives milk, we keep them here, and because we're milking out the calves until 2 years sometimes, so some of them are already a little bigger.
So for 2-3 weeks they stay together with the mother. Then
yes.
After that they stay here and take from one udder they drink milk. Yes?
One or 2 nipples on the udder, yes, because they cannot drink that much milk. No calf can drink 10 liters of milk.
And when do they stop drinking milk?
After some 2-3 months they start eating little grass, and so if they more and more eat grass, then basically milk is optional or not required at all.
Now tell us more about what the cows eat.
In the winter we have basim grass, clover grass, and we mix it with wheat straw, and we have a small cutting machine for the clover grass. And in the summer we have millet and we have corn grass that comes at the end very big, and that we'll cut in this big machine, and that don't need to be mixed. Then we can see the food go down. We have our wheat straw chopped up, that called busa here, and then we have choka, chuni, and oil cake. So for the milking cows and for working bulls, we give a mixture out of wheat bran and dal skin and oil cake, and we soak that with a little mineral mixture and a little salt. We mix that, and we mix that with a normal cow food, and they have that.
I also noticed that there is some salt in where the cows stay.
Yes, wherever they are, we have licking salt because they require that. Then they drink more water, they give better milk, and it is very good for their well-being. Plus, they like to lick that salt.
Please tell us more about these cows.
These are little older cows. Some of them are mixed breed. In earlier days, we would also have Holstein and Friesian mixed. So now we're breeding our own cows. So we have our own breeding bulls. So we're more focusing on Sahiwal and Tapaka. So this is an older group. They're retired and they're living out their life here peacefully.
Hare Krishna, so tell us now about these bulls. What kind of bulls are here?
Most Goshalas you go, you find 50 fantastic cows and one breeding bull, and they're all in the same age, and they all are giving milk, they all are having female calves. But the reality is that 50% of the offspring is male. So in our Goshala, you will find the ratio between male and female is almost the same. So we have about 140, 150 bulls here. Unfortunately, we don't have enough farm to actually engage them in plowing and pulling the bullock cart, but we're keeping them safe and they can live their life out here very peacefully. So that is very important because in the moment any animal will leave your Goshala, you don't know what will happen to that animal in the future.
So what is their duty in life?
No, they don't have any lives. They're looking holes in the sky.
But I noticed that there are some bulls that also can pull the bullock cart with the milk and prasad.
We have one bull which pulls a milk bullock cart to the temple and prasadam and up and down. And then we have two pairs, normally once a year for Raj Mandal. They pull the bullock cart all around Raj Mandal every year.
Can we go to see them?
Yeah, let's go and see them.
Hare Krishna, what about these bulls? They look different than the other bulls. Is it a different breed?
Yeah, these are Padiyatra bulls, ex-Padiyatra bulls. They're Kankaraj breed. This is called a majestic breed. They're very big and very strong. They're the biggest oxen and actually you can find in India. They can pull the biggest load in the shortest time over the longest distance. So they're retired Padiyatra bulls. They're retired Padiyatra bulls. They're harmless. He's just playing. So they're pujaris. Normally animals are animals, but if animals are there who are pulling the deities, then they take the function of pujaris. So these are very special animals. They walked for many years all around India on a route of Chardam Yatra, and now they're retired here in Vrindavan. They have very big horns and they're very strong.
So how many years were they serving?
Usually we serve them for 4, 5, 6 years and eventually they get old and tired and then we replace them with a new pair. It's a very hard work. The Padiyatra moves 15 kilometers every day. Every day the climate is changing, the food is changing. So, and they have a very strong Sangha. So usually when you take the bulls out from Padiyatra and you retire them somewhere, if I would like to put them on a bullock cart, you don't want to leave the gate. They feel we have done our share, and so their mindset is like that.
They don't want to serve anymore.
It's not they don't want to serve anymore. They had a very strong Sangha with the bulls on Padiyatra for 5 years. And once you take them out from that Sangha, they're kind of unhappy. Not fully, but they feel we have done our share. And they feel if you take them from here, maybe they get separated from their last friend. So like that.
Okay. And where is this breed from?
That's from Gujarat. It used to be the town called Kankaraj. That's why the breed is called Kankaraj. But now the town is called Sihori.
Okay. Thank you.
What went wrong last time? He lost the footage?
Yeah, it got deleted. The whole folder with the drive with everything.
Okay, the drive collapsed.
So Krishna Balaram Mandir. Hare Krishna, please tell us more about these bulls.
Yes, these are actually working bulls. You can see they all have a nose rope. The black one is Krishna and the one with the longer horns is Balaram. They make one pair, and they pull the bullock cart. Sometimes when we have procession or we have a shobhayatra or things like that, then we can use them.
Hare Krishna. Now tell us more about what kind of services are there in the Goshala. How many devotees serve here?
Altogether, we have about 15 brahmacharis, and then we have about 25 workers. That's a variation of programs. Early in the morning, first thing is to wake up the cows. Then we collect cow urine and cow dung for our Gomata products. Then that is followed by milking. So that's a separate group of goalas, which are particularly expert in the milking service. And then come a lot of other services, and the cows will be shifted from one area to another area. That area will be cleaned and food will be prepared. Then there's a whole group of ladies going around and collecting all the cow dung and throw it in the trailer. And then there's administration service. We have a doctor helper, and like that, so many different groups of people are there.
So brahmacharis who stay here also, they do some service in the Goshala?
Yes, they're doing management service. They're overseeing the cows. They make sure all the cows are nicely cared for, and in emergencies they're also cutting grass and help to feed the cows and brush and clean the cows.
So there are, how many govalas do you have?
No, altogether the team is 25. That consists of milkers, of animal doctor, of helpers, feeders, and matajis who are cleaning the gobar off the ground.
Thank you. Hare Krishna. So now tell us how devotees can support this Goshala.
Obviously, we have about 400 animals, so it is a huge expense. We spend about 10 lakh rupees every month. So everyone can help with whatever they feel to help. You can come here and render physical service. You can sponsor grass. You can sponsor a cow for a year, or you can sponsor a cow or a calf for lifetime. We have so many different schemes which are available on our website, and you can have a look. And according to your heart and according to your capacity, you can help us out.
So what kind of physical services are there? You said physical services.
Physical services, people can always help. We are making those ladus for the cows, and you can brush the cows, and you can help in any little way. We are having office work also. We are making laminations and things like that.
And feed the ladus as well.
Yeah, and feed the ladus to the cows and bulls.
So how did you have this idea of having ladus in the Goshala?
That was Dina Bandhu's idea. He had seen it somewhere. He said make cow ladus. So I came up with a recipe with the gur and wheat bran. It took us some time to figure it out, and they're coming very nice now. And the cows and the visitors like it very much.
And do you also have some Facebook, Instagram pages where devotees can follow?
We have a website, gomata.com. We have Instagram, we have Facebook. You can avail that.
Hare Krishna. So do the cows in this Goshala have names?
Yes, every cow we have a register has a name. For many we know the name. For some they just have an ear tag with a number, and the number corresponds to a name. So obviously animals you work with on a daily basis, you're on a name-to-name basis. Some who are not so frequent, you most probably would have to look it up.
So cows have different names and I guess also different personalities, isn't it?
Yes, Krishna, in Krishna Lila we know Krishna is more intelligent than us. He was knowing all the names of the cows, and same he has a differentiation, red cows, white cows, black cows, brown cows, and then some I have a tilaki or midanga or different mukis. So Krishna had many different groups of cows. The same in our Goshalas, there are different groups of cows.
And did you notice that they also have different characters? Some are more peaceful, some are more active.
Yeah, same like humans. Some are very sweet, some are a little angry, some are a little feisty. Different mentality and character. And they're very intelligent animals. When I was on Padayatra, we stayed in an Indian town, Secunderabad, in the center of India, in Andhra Pradesh state, and we are doing Shobhayatra. For 1 month we were cruising to the town with our bullock cart and doing preaching. Then we walked all the way around India. We came back to Secunderabad. When we kind of reached the same place where we last time had roamed, the bulls would turn left, right automatically. They are still remembering the way back to the temple. So they're very smart in that regard.
Can you tell us some last words?
The last word I would say is that we are devotees of Lord Krishna. Lord Krishna is living, his name is Govinda. His name is Gopal. He's taking care of the cows. He's coming from Goloka Vrindavan. He's coming from the planet of the cows. So if we want to become close to Krishna, then there is no way around that we have to get in touch with the cows. And also we can see we have material things. And we have spiritual things like deities or like Shaligram Shilas or Govardhan Shilas, and then we have things who are intermediate. We have Ganga Mata, we have Tulsi Devi, and then we have the cow. The cow is a normal animal, but it is very dear to Krishna. All the demigods reside in the body of the cow. So even if you not have so much devotion, you just serve or feed the cows, you derive so much benefit, almost up to the point of spiritual benefit. It's a very important animal. It's very important to take care of the cows. Krishna loves the cows. There is no question of the planet of the cows without the cows.
I also noticed that the devotees sometimes touch the tail on their head or whisper their desires in the ears of the cows. So there are different ways we can get the blessings, yes, of the cows.
Yes, if you consider that all the demigods are in the body of the cow, and Krishna is very dear to the cow. Like when Indra did a offense by sending the clouds, and Krishna had to lift Govardhan. At the end, when he realized he had done a mistake, he was wondering how to approach Krishna, so he brought a Surabi cow with him, and he called Krishna Govinda. So that's where the name Govinda came from, and obviously Krishna was very pleased. Immediately he came down because he seen the cow.
Thank you very much for taking us around. Hare Krishna, can you share some personal experience that you had with the cows?
Yeah, I was very fortunate. For 10 years I was traveling with a bullock cart all around India. I done the Chardham Yatra 2.5 times. So on Padayatra we were fully depending on the bulls. And we have to see, in previous days we used to have kings. And when I say the king has a Goshala, you would think, oh, he has a Goshala because he needs a lot of milk, because he likes to eat ghee and paneer sabji. But that is not the case. The king was having the Goshala because he needed good bulls, a good breed of bulls, which he then would give to his subjects who were plowing their fields with the bull, who were pulling carts with the bull. So it is not about milk. In the moment I say cow and you think milk, that is already a mistake. It is like if I say Shaligram Shila and you say cracking coconuts. That is not how it works. The cows are there to be worshipped and be taken care of. So the king was having the cows to have a good breed so that he had good bulls for breeding. So obviously these days, due to the tractor, there has been a little problem has been created. But here in our Goshala, we take nicely care. So another thing is I want to say that please all of you come. It is of utmost importance that you take association of the cows, you touch the cows, you pet the cows, you brush, whatever, give them ladus, take the association and you get purified. There's a thing, a simple saying, why to keep a cow if milk is available in the market? And there's a simple answer, in order to get purified. So please come and get purified and visit our Bhaktivedanta Swami Goshala. Hare Krishna.